What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be looking at Futmas Douglas Costa, and I know full well that he is going to be out of pack soon, or out of SBC soon, but I thought, you know what, we'll get this up before he goes, and obviously we will try and get the next two up as soon as possible. Tomorrow I will be doing Thiago Mendes, so stay tuned for that one. Obviously that one is a weekly, bit of a kerfuffle over the weekend with laptops and all that, so I'm just trying to get myself back on it with it. Also Team of the Year, Allison I'll be doing Cannavaro. I will be taking requests, obviously. Someone has obviously wanting to me to do Baby Henri. Personally, I do want to try Henri. I've not actually seen him in this year, and Icons is something that I've kind of left a little bit, so I want to try and get back with them. Also, we'll be doing Team of the Year De Jong, because he is fantastic. But today, we are doing Douglas Costa, and we will just take a quick look at his SBC just to see what you actually have to do for this card. And again, it's another very expensive one, so I'm not too fussed about this one as well. Looking at it, it's one SBC, but I'm pretty sure it's another 86, 87. So it's an 86 with a Team of the Week as well. One Brazilian player, that's not a problem. Overall 86. For me, it's just too expensive for an 80. What is he, an 86 or an 87? He's an 86 rated card. I can't see it. It's a 3-star weak foot, which is already a downgrade for me. 5-star skill moves I think that's really nice. Pace wise is incredible, like 95 pace, 92 dribbling as well. Very nice stats right there. But 75 shooting with 65 finishing, it's just not going to cut it in my opinion. Passing wise, short game, it's good. Crossing, curve, all of that good stuff I'm happy with. But for me, I think the expense of the card is just too much for this. We will have a look and see how he is in game. Obviously, we're not going to judge him off his SBC. We do want to see how he plays and what he can actually do for the team. But I think for SBC, straight off the bat, I wouldn't be busting anything to try and get this card. There's plenty of players out there that you can get for this price. I think an 86 rated team with a Team of the Week is looking at 160. I want to say 170. The first team we are coming up against is that Hadji, Ben Yedder, Sissoko, Mane, Dembele. The standard team, really. The same centre-backs that you've seen a lot of teams, bar from maybe Lenglet being Ramos, Screen PK, Umtiti, Varane. You will get them, and obviously Militao is normally their partner with Semedo as right back. I can't fault that. I think that is the partnership of dreams when it comes to centre-backs. Obviously Virgil being that little bit more expensive, but most definitely is worth every single penny. I've also tried different lighting. I've tried to bring a lamp closer just because I didn't like the line that kept coming down the screen, and it was really annoying me. And obviously during a little bit of daylight, we're not got too much in England, but never know, we might be able to try and get away with this. So we'll get into the first game. We'll see what he can do, and we'll see what the opponent's like. I know I have been coming up against some really good players. Douglas Costa trying to get on that tackle. He's managing to try and get it. Bloody hell, he's managed to get it twice, 3 times a lady with him. Here we go. Okay, he's got me back. Let's calm it down a little bit. We're kind of a bit of everywhere. Let's go to him. Let's see what he can do. Go for that 1-2. Get that. There we go. Here we go. Pace. Little dummy. Pass it in. Oh no, doesn't manage to get that. But anyway, we'll continue. Big ball. Costa's check. Oh, Costa's not even bothering. No, he's not. He is. Oh, okay. No. Okay. We'll see where we can go with that. No, not too far. Oh, Messi's going for it. The game feels really flat today. I don't know what it is. Passing just seems to be going nowhere, and it just seems really dead. I don't know. I don't know. Yesterday it felt quite nice. Like, it was not smooth, but I mean, as in it was definitely smoother than this. It seems like everyone just does not want to run. There we go. Costa's on the ball. Oh, Militao is just OP to hell. And that's the point. Like Neymar on that, for instance, I know I'm comparing him to someone who is literally quadruple the value. But if you were going to put 180k, 170k in untradables, compared to possibly just saving up and getting Neymar would have absolutely outburnt him right there. And Militao literally has no chance in stopping Neymar. Personally, in any weekend league, I've played against the road to the final Militao, and literally Neymar just absolutely wrecks him. So you got to think. Yes, 170k may get you a better player straight away, but what can you actually put that 180k towards? Like, you obviously can build the coins up over the weeks. You kind of set your challenges and set who you want next. For me, is he onside? Get that. And wow, okay, so he hits it over the goalkeeper. I'm not complaining too much because I scored, but yeah, if you are going to put all of that coins into untradables, you've got to make sure it's worth it. For me, I put a stupid amount into Messi. I think what? Wow, I can't believe that's a goal. But 2 million coins into Messi. That for me is a worth it card. Yes, there is arguments for and against, and I totally agree with that. But when you've got your untradable kind of squad and it values up to like $1 million, then you can really consider doing a big SBC. Would you want to do these 160, 170Ks just for one Futmas card that realistically, yeah, is a nice card, like, don't get me wrong. A lot of them, I think my favourite is probably that right back from Serie A, or Witsel. I think that was quite a nice card. It's just one card that predominantly will actually be out of packs or out of use very quick compared to Messi. Oh, I went for that. Has he chipped me? He's done me. Absolute banging. I didn't expect Alisson to be that far off his line. I hold wide for a little bit, but normally that's the kind of plan. You hold wide a little bit, let him kind of think, oh, he's bringing him out, and then he chips you and he's in his net again. Didn't realise how far Alisson actually was out before he got to him. So, first half analysis of him. Personally, we haven't had a huge amount going on in this game, to be honest. Messi's doing work down the right. Douglas Costa's made a few attempts, made a few runs. Nothing really major's gone off with him. Obviously, if you are cutting in with him, you need to probably have him on the right-hand side, mainly because of that freestyle weak foot. You don't particularly want him to constantly be running in on his right foot when he actually isn't right-footed. Zidane nearly making an opportunity there. But to be honest as well, the guy is pretty good. He's managing to defend quite well. I'm feeling like he's quite good at actually getting the ball back rather than actually making any opportunities for himself. I find that he's really good at kind of hunting you down straight away and winning that ball back straight away. He may have that tactic on that obviously as soon as he loses possession, I can't remember what it is, it's pressure after losing the possession or something like that. So within like the first 5 seconds, the players will end up using the press for that amount of time. So you're not using it constantly, so your players are not getting drained, but you are putting yourself potentially out of position. So if an opponent can kind of counter that, then obviously you are looking that you are going to be open. Like that, basically. Zidane, good tackle. Very, very good tackle. Douglas Costa's making a run and he's not managing to get back off him. But Mbappe's going to make that pay. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. Oh, Van Dijk's been caught on the other. There we go. Oh, he's got his cut in. Oh, he's gone for it. He's gone for it. I'll give him. Rather than trying to find that sweat, he's managed to go for that shot. Van Dijk's always got him on that back turn. There is no way he's coming across Van Dijk after beating him in the first place. No chance. Van Dijk's too good for that. Big ball. De Jong. Oh, that's a fantastic finish right there. Really, really nice, calm and collective. Obviously, Mbappe managing to get that ball across. And to be honest, I think one of his players completely missed it then. Where did his arm just go then? Did you see that? But anyway, was looking to make a sub. Potentially just bring some players on. Kind of do the field a little bit of good. We get Conte on. And especially now, I was going to go for potentially another attacker. But to be honest, I'm kind of wanting to hold this win out. So we will go ahead and whack a few players on defensively just to kind of see out that win. Try Gomez out at his 85. That's always nice. Obviously, Walker's red. I do want to try and get into my team, but with Messi on that right and De Jong quite nicely, I just don't have any space for him. So he's always that player that I'll go to as a super sub. Douglas Costa in this match, to be honest, hasn't really proven anything to me. He's kind of been up and down a little bit. I see that he's tracking back as well. That's always nice. But personally, as an attacking player, I just haven't seen enough right now. But you never know. We'll go into the next match and we may see something different from him. He's offside. He's not happy. You can see he's sliding everywhere. He's going to pass that. Oh, no, he's through. Oh no, he's got it. He's got the rebound. FIFA's obviously scripting this. There is no way that he should be scoring that, but hey ho, he's managed to get that rebound. Defenders weren't on it at all, and to be honest, it's a fair play. To be honest, he's had a good game. I felt like I clinched it a little bit, but obviously Ben Yedder can score at any time, and if EA want to give him the ball back, then he'll get the ball back. There's nothing you can do about it. Personally, I probably should have played a little bit more calmly with this guy. Obviously, having a red card, he was obviously always going to just go all out for it. But you never know. We may be able to clinch another back. Obviously, Douglas Costa's, honestly, going forward, he is trash. I'm finding that he's being caught up so much that it's unreal. He's got 95 pace, and yet I think his right back Semedo, he's got 80 pace. I just can't do the maths that he can't get away from anyone like that. I'm not expecting him to blitz past people, but even when he's ahead of them, they are coming up so quickly on him, it is unreal. But anyway, that is the first match. Personally, Douglas Costa has not proven anything to me yet, so hopefully in the next match we may see a different side of him. Otherwise, it may not be the greatest of reviews for him. So going into the second game, and the Lions actually done really well. As you can tell, I've probably done this a little bit later on, and it is dark out, so I'm quite happy with this Lion. We're going up against a BPL team / La Liga with the Red Carvajal there. We've got Team of the Year David Silva on display. The Premier League, is it Tossar? I can't say his name. We've got the Scream Adam on the right, and then I think was it Abraham up front, I want to say. Not the most meta team in the world that I've seen, but you never know. I never judge a team nowadays because, to be honest, like you see the Militaos, like last game, Militao was an absolute animal, and he's only 81 rated. So to say that you can kind of judge someone on their rating, Zidane it that, or De Jong's going to go to the right. If you can judge them on their rating, to be honest, you really can't in this game. And it's the one thing I think they have done well, is making players still usable even if they're not the highest rated. Obviously, it all matters on the player anyway, and most FIFAs have kind of, that's a good ball. That's a fantastic ball. He's gone for it. Alisson making a great save. But yeah, they've always made it that obviously it all matters on the player's skill. But I think in this year especially, they've made it that some players genuinely are decent, even if they're not the highest of rating. We saw at the start of the year, Militao, Ferland Mendy, all of them sort of players are actually really nice to play with on FIFA. That's a great interception by Semedo. I see Douglas Costa on that wing. I have absolutely minced it up. Oh, get rid of Abraham. That's a great goal. See what I mean? Honestly, he's managed to get that in. I don't know how he's not being tackled right there. Who was it? Virgil. Oh, that's a poor. And I know, obviously, he's gone for the one-time shot, so it's lucky. But very good goal. Let's try and bring this back. We don't want to be losing. Actually, no, we didn't lose the first one. Yeah, we'll get it back. Douglas Costa doing some work. I find him very lackluster at the minute, and I don't know if that's just me trying too hard with him or they're managing to defend on him very easily, but he's just not really producing anything. And that's a big issue with a card that especially is meant to be one of like the big positions. Like a right mid, I expect a lot. Oh, left mid in fact. Or a left wing in fact, to be honest. He may probably be better at left mid. Oh, that's a poor cross. I don't know what I was doing there. Jong's going to scoop it back up though. Get it back up there. Zidane. Oh, he went for that first time. And it's the problem. You're very rarely able to do them first shots outside the box. Mainly because there is so many defenders or players chilling in that area. Messi's going to go in behind though. I see Douglas Costa on that back post. Let's see what he can do. Give me that header. Unlucky. Good option. That's something that I will say. That's a nice option from him. Obviously, heading in this game, it's like a 40-60% chance that you actually get it anywhere on target, let alone actually scoring. He's going to pass it to Abraham. That's a great tackle by VVD there. He's going to go... Oh, he's got him. He's got him. Here we go. Oi. Wait, we've still got it. Go on. There we go. A bit of a messy goal. Very, very messy. But we get the goal nonetheless. That is the main thing. Obviously, De Jong going for a flying, slide-in tackle and managing to pass the ball to Mbappe. We're pulling it back a little bit. Costa, this is his chance. Give me the assist and everything will be redeemed. Messi! Go on, Costa. And this is what I mean. Let's see if he doesn't catch him. Can he go for that ball from... Nah, it's not good enough. I thought his crossing would be a little bit better than that. I guess I was on the run as well, so that's a bit unfair to say. Alisson's going to get that. Good header out. Costa. Let's go for Messi this time. Volley! Oi, good save. That's a bit better. See, we're getting somewhere with him. We know it does take a little bit to actually get used to a player. That's a challenge and a half from him. But I don't know. I feel like when some players are really good, you can kind of just pick them up and it works. You suddenly don't have a player and then suddenly he's just incredible. Messi's going for that long range. I don't know why I didn't take it closer. Head that. Head that. Head that. Head that. Head that. Mbappe! That was awful. Obviously, I thought he was going to have a bit of a better shot than that when he's practically through on goal and absolutely flops it. Oh, but that's beautiful. Can he get to it? That's a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. No way. Oh, I want to see the replay, but to be honest, it just ain't that deep. He's onside. Sees Neymar. Chips him. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely finish from Neymar. Brought him on instead of Zidane. Put Neymar up front. Mbappe as the cam. Douglas Costa is nowhere to be seen in this team. Honestly, he's just not there at all. So it's not a great review for him. I just don't feel like he's the player for anybody's team unless you realistically have no other choice. He is the only player that you can get in the Serie A that actually works in that position. Apart from that, I just don't think you should get him. Personally, I'd save up sooner for an icon than actually get him. Or even just change my whole formation, personally. For 180k, I'm not feeling it. And that is it. We have managed to win that match 2-1, clutching it up. Personally, I don't think he really had much chance after that first one. But personally, neither did I, to be honest. I had a few chances that genuinely should have went in. It's quite an even match, to be honest. I've mainly got my shots on target as he was quite good at defending. So I was trying to pick my shots and really watch what I was actually doing. As for Costa's performance in that match, again, it just wasn't there. It's annoying to say that SBC is going to cost 170 to 180 or 160, whatever it's going to be, and people have done it. Because, personally, that card is just not fantastic. If you're going to pay 180, 170, whatever, you have got to get someone worth the value. And I'm sorry, but I just don't think Costa is worth that value. That's Rabiot. This is Costa. Pace is nice. He seemed to be able to get away a little bit more in that second match. I felt like probably the first guy's defensive ability was actually really, really top level. As for the shooting, non-existent. Even if you whack a hunter, if you whack a finisher, it's still going to be below 80, I believe. That for me is just not good enough. It's really just not good enough for a left wing. As a left mid, yes, maybe you could get away with him. His defensive ability is not there, so for me a left mid is out the option, even though you don't expect him to do too much, but I'd expect a little bit more off my left mid, who's going to be more of a left wing back if I'm playing that sort of position. Strength, non-existent. You want to be staying away from everybody because he will get nailed. 76 stamina. Give or take, to be honest, he could still run by the end of the match. That's not too much of an issue. Dribbling was alright. I like the 5-star skills on him. The weak foot is an issue. But the main thing is, when it comes to this sort of card, if we were looking, for instance, say, we'll look at midfielders to start with. No, we'll look at forwards, in fact, because he is going to be more of a attacking player. So say if we go, 180, say a max price, and say we go 140. These are the players that you're looking to be able to get. You've got icons, you've got team of the years. You could go and pick yourself up a Sterling for that much. Who else have we got? Anyone else decent? We'll go left wing specific, in fact. That was a little bit of a bad example. And I don't get why it does this. It takes off what you've actually searched. So we'll go 180. We'll look at left wings and left mids. So the first off, we've got Sane, fantastic player. Really, really nice player. He's got the shooting. Yes, his defensive ability is a lot less, but he's got the ability to shoot. Passing's a little bit less. He doesn't have a 5-star skill. Still has the 3-star weak foot. Bernard, personally, I didn't like Bernard too much, but I know a lot of people love that player. And obviously with a Hunter on him as well just makes him that much better. Stamina's 99, jumping's 99. Again, 4-star, 4-star. Not the 5-star, but does have that 4-star. You can get Loud Drop. Again, not a player I'd probably associate with a left wing. You could go and pick up the other Sterling. There is so many options that you can do for this card. Obviously, this is just categorizing the price range of 140 to 180. So bear that in mind that there is players cheaper than that. And obviously, there is players just a little bit more expensive. But for me, I wasn't too happy with him. I didn't think he really got into the team a lot. Didn't really assist or score any in the first 2 matches, which in every other review we've managed to do that. And personally, I think, yeah, I probably could go with a 3 games from him, but I know what I know with him. I personally think after two games, 3 games, you know what you know about that player. We play enough to know what a player is going to be like. So that for me is just not good enough. Foot champs, I wouldn't put him in. Even a super sub, I probably wouldn't even make in the team. As an overall review, I'm giving him an average 5 out of 10 for me. I know a lot of people may like him and may play really well with him, but for me, I just didn't get on with him very well. So 5 out of 10 for him. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below. I know this will be out as soon as the SBC is probably finished by now, but I wanted to get it out just to let you know my views on him and just know what you have missed out on or have got yourself into. So that's just my opinion on him. Let me know if you did enjoy him. I would like to see why you enjoy him. That's personally, I like to know what people do. Are you using a different formation to me? Are you using him in a different manner? Are you using him as a left mid, not a left wing or a left forward? Let me know down below what you think about him. Hopefully you did enjoy. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.